There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
This half is about like 170 pounds just by itself. I'm sorry about the cage.
Oh no, that's good. No, that's good.
So the main reason why I have a cage on this thing is so I can flip it easily.
Right.
Like I said, this one is about 175 pounds, and I smoke all my pigs for 24 hours. And we get all the pigs from Sattersville Farm, which is right up here. About
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Show you how the setup is on this. So these are my hot boxes. So I'm technically still cooking with direct heat, but I'm also using indirect. So the direct heat from the flames, of course, from the burning wood, and I'll use a mix between red oak and hickory.
Okay.
Red oak for the heat, and let that build up from my bed of coals, and then I'll throw the fresh logs of hickory on top of it and let it smolder down throughout the day. Like I said, I let all my pigs go for 24 hours.
So that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So this big piece of metal right here, though, is my heat shield. I don't have my gloves with me right now.
No, you good?
I'll pull it out for you. But this is why I say I cook with indirect, but I also use direct heat, because the heat shield blocks the flames from scorching anything. So I can still have that high heat, but still get nothing but smoke penetration on the meat because of the heat shield alone.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's a downfall because I have to pull this whole big piece of metal out.
Right.
And I have to flip it, and it's about like 400 degrees and about 100 pounds.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Anyways, I stack it up about this high. It's about twice, 3 times the size of it is right now.
Right.
And I'll just let it burn all day long. All my ash and coals will drop down to the bottom. Now, of course, if I let it sit there, it'll just become ash. But
Right.
all my lump coal will come down to the bottom. Just scrape it just a little bit. See how everything comes down to the bottom right here? And I'll use all of that to shovel in from my bed of coals, and then I'll throw my fresh wood on top of that like that's home.
Nice.
Now I try to keep them at temperature. I try to run them at between 225, 250 all day long for 24 hours.
Right.
I let it peak and valley. So peak and valley is when it will peak when the temperature gets really, really super hot, and then once it starts to drop off, it valleys, it goes back down. And then you bring it back up, back down, back up, back down, all day long with the temperature. That way you can develop that real nice smoke ring.
Right.
This is the big guy. This one's about 221 pounds.
Wow. Well, man, I really do appreciate you coming out here, man. She came to the table and she was like, "Y'all are filming. We can show you around." I was like, "Perfect." I appreciate. Oh, look at this! Look at this.
Normally the onions, I think they're pickled onions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pickled onions are normally on top of it, along with the jalapenos. We got them on the side.
And
Yeah.
they normally
You
don't
can
look like
see,
that.
Jay pointed this out, that they're seasoned nachos, and that's some of Jay's favorite nachos.
Nice.
So on it is cheese, beans,
And then this is yours. You know,
Those are the burnt tips.
you know who got me off of these?
Who?
John. Remember Dollywood?
Oh yeah. Looking good though.
That's all you, baby.
I'm gonna get one of these pickles first. Favorite moment of the day. Go.
Getting my ears pierced.
Woo! Favorite moment of the day? Being your
Ripley's
dinosaur, Ripley's
Arcade.
Arcade. Favorite moment of the day?
That's hard. Probably beating all the Crossy Road records. Chad, you need to go look at them. and then this. I've watched him try to be a Crossy Road, and he's just not good at it.
My favorite moment of the day is without a doubt experiencing Trotters. Man, so far this has been a home run.
Oh, and by the way, why don't you tell me? Like, look at that. So, by the way, we started off the day at Reagan's, and we were going to go to Seasons 101, and that was going to be our Valentine's Day upload. And I just kept looking at the menu, and I was like, remembering that Trotters was on our list too. I just had to come here, and I'm so glad that I did. But if you want Seasons 101, we can't do it any better than John and Bobby. Like, it's
Go
already
check 'em
out
out.
there. Go look at it. I can't compete with that. We can't compete with that. The neutral flavor from the potato bun, like, who says that? Not me. I'll give you good and different.
John's a goat.
So man, so far, like everything I put in my mouth has been really good.
So me and Keegan said, have I already talked about these?
Yeah, the dry rub,
Okay,
yeah.
the seasoning on there.
So this has a dry rub on it, yeah.
And that's really good. But Keegan isn't a fan of beans. I've never seen her eat them in my life. But she said even the beans on these are amazing. I did add the house sauce. I like
The
vinegar.
vinegar.
I like vinegar-based barbecue.
Yeah.
And it just sets
So
it.
they have the vinegar based, they have the sweet right here, and they also have the spicy.
Which is made from the
the
sweet.
spicy is made from the sweet, and it's all made in house.
Pork sandwich with macaroni and cheese.
That'd be me, my man. All right, thank you.
That potato salad is amazing.
Yeah. And we got the hush puppies out here. All right, Keegan. So what did you get?
Pulled pork and macaroni.
And then Jay with the chicken strip and the hush puppies.
I got the smoked meatloaf. It has a tomato jelly on it that they make in the house, and then baked beans.
And then I got the half rack with the potato salad and the coleslaw, which everything is looking really good. All right, so we're gonna dig in and we'll holler back at you in a minute.
I love it. The vinegar-based house sauce is one of my favorites. Now, I was scared when I tried the meatloaf because I just got a piece of the meatloaf. It's on like a sandwich spread. There is mayonnaise on the bottom, then of course the bread on the very bottom, mayonnaise. Then you have the meatloaf, the tomato jam, and then another piece of bread. So I tried just a piece of the meatloaf with none of the jam, none of the mayonnaise, and I was like, it's just heavy smoke. And then I was like, let me give it a try all together. You eat it like a sandwich, and it's unlike anything you've ever had. The tomato jam is kind of like when I tried the Bogey Bomb at West by God, and I was like, what's Bogey Bomb? Like, what's bacon jam? And you're like, that's that. It's kind of the same thing with tomato jam here, where it's like so heavy smoke, the sweetness of the jam just makes it not be overbearing, so that you're not it's not so it's not overwhelming with either smoke or sweetness. It's just the perfect mesh of flavors. Oh, and the beans, I got scared because they're very saucy. A lot of sauce to bean ratio, but it's because that sauce is fire. It's probably like a honey barbecue taste. I could be wrong, that's what I get.
So the ribs have it's not like a dry rub. They're not really dry. I've come to learn that I like a more wet ribs style than the dry rub. And Trotters knocks it out of the park. The burnt tips are amazing. They're melting your mouth good. The coleslaw is some of the best I've ever had. The potato salad is smoked. To be honest, like I got so full on everything in the beginning. I did taste them, and but jury's still out on the potatoes. I need to eat more of them, but the first bite was really good. I would have to say that Trotters is probably one of the best barbecue places that I've been so far.
That's something that we need down here. Like at Myrtle Beach, we do Myrtle Beach sometimes.
Pop Pops.
Pop Pops is like #1 without a doubt, no question. And you don't have something like that here. That's pretty good.
Trotters could be that,
Yeah.
for sure. Really good stuff.
And
10 for you. What are you eating that? The cookie?
they're like gooey. Like the chocolate chips you're melting.
Jay, what are you giving it?
A 5 because I don't like
It's just not your gig.
But if
And then we also ordered this to go. Banana pudding, son. So that's the burnt ends pork sandwich. We got 2 appetizers.
And dessert.
We got 3 desserts, and it came to $98.26 altogether. Half rack of ribs.
So you take off the double appetizer, and it's
The burnt ends was 12, so we normally get the nachos.
and we normally don't get dessert.
And we normally don't get dessert, so that's about.
So remember that with the price, you know.
That's about $25 off of
Yeah.
that. So, yeah. So I'm going 10.
10.
Everybody say bye.
Bye.
If you made it this far, like if you liked it, comment if you're a fan, subscribe if you're feeling it. If not, that's okay too.
Wow.